So let's look in more detail at the warning by those Israeli legal experts to their government. In an open letter, they write this: "We emphasize and warn that any order to plan and execute this program would constitute a manifestly illegal order. If implemented, the plan would constitute a series of war crimes and crimes against humanity, and under certain conditions, could amount to the crime of genocide." We have with us the Israeli political analyst, Akiva Eldar, who's joining us from Tel Aviv this hour. How significant is this letter that's been put forward by some in Israel?
Well, Dorina, I'm afraid that it is as significant as the petition of dozens of former members of Knesset, including speakers of the Knesset, former president, two former prime ministers, Barak and Olmert, who are calling, actually begging not to deport the chairman of the Arab Party, Ayman Odeh. This government doesn't really care what experts are saying. It's very similar to what's happening right now in the United States. They are part of the left-wing elite, if not the traitors. The average member of Knesset doesn't really believe that such criticism is legitimate. It's anti-Israeli. They will be accused of collaborating with the enemy. And even sanctions don't make big impression on this government. So I'm afraid that I'm really happy that they did it. I'm proud of these people. Some of them are my friends. But I'm afraid that, Netanyahu and his gang don't lose any sleep on this.
Give us a sense of the Israeli public. So these are 16 Israeli legal scholars who've put this out. Does the public at large share their point of view?
I think that the majority of the public share the view that the humanitarian city is a kind of a laundry of concentration camp, when most of the newspapers in Israel and the networks were appalled by this. So people don't believe actually that this is going to materialize. They would be very happy if other countries would take 2 million Palestinians from Gaza, and that Israel could turn it into the Trump Riviera. On the Golan Heights, we already have the Trump community. So this could be the ultimate dream of the Israelis. There were even Israeli peacemakers who said they wish they could wake up one morning and see that the Palestinians have faded away. But since this is not going to happen, the Israeli public is aware of the implications. And I think that the 55% of the Israelis that you see in the polls, that they are fed up with this government and would like to see another government, these people are really don't applaud this idea of humanitarian city, and they believe this is an oxymoron. Humanitarian and deportation and starvation are oxymoron for most of the Israelis, at least those around me. Maybe I don't represent the majority, but the feeling is that this government, Israel Katz and Netanyahu, are going in, 1 mile too much. And, they, at least people are happy that the big boss, Donald Trump, can agree with this. And as long as the Americans are happy, too many Israelis are happy.
To what extent do you think this was the intention all along, right? Even since October 7th, because what we see on the ground now, and this is the reporting that's coming through, is that Palestinians are starving and Israeli forces are using food and aid as tools of coercion. They're forcibly transferring Palestinians to the south from areas in the north and central parts of Gaza. So was this a pre-planned operation all along with the intention of forcibly transferring Palestinians first to Rafah in the south and then ultimately into the Sinai?
Yeah, but you see, you asked me about the Israeli people. They're busy with demonstrating every day to demand the deal with Hamas to bring the hostages back. If the Hamas would be ready to do this and to make the humanitarian gesture and allow them to come back, I think that they could get the support of more Israelis, or kind of apathy. Now there is apathy. I would say that will be more kind of sharing their pain with what's happening. And I believe that actually the starvation in Gaza, in the mind of too many Israelis, is a result of the Hamas conduct, that they rob the trucks that are coming in. They are conducting black market in Gaza. So for the Israelis, they convince themselves it's not our fault. We are doing our best. And from the government, you can hear voices saying, give us another example of a country that is providing food to the enemy. Actually, for many Israelis, there are no innocent Palestinians, and they brought it upon themselves.
Right.
Now, there are members in this cabinet like Smotrich and Ben-Gvir and others from the radical right that believe that Israel has to go back to Gaza, to bring back the settlements, and to stay there forever with a military government.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Akiva Eldar, thank you for joining us from Tel Aviv.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.